But I don't know. I think we should talk about not a better tomorrow, but a
Yes.
better past that happened on this day.
On this day. All right, on this day, we're going more recent now. 1983. The notorious Broadway flop Moose Murders opens and closes on the same night at Eugene O'Neil
Oh
Theatre.
my goodness, such a flop. I didn't even hear about it even as a thing that's bad.
That's right. I've actually seen its logo
I've never heard of it.
somewhere, like at other places. It opened and closed on the same day.
That's impressive.
And according to Wikipedia, it is now widely considered the standard of awfulness against all Broadway failures are judged. And it's about there's this family that arrives at Wild Moose Lodge, which they recently purchased in the mountains, and they find themselves trapped there during a storm, along with failed entertainers who worked at the lodge before the family arrived, and a nurse who kills for Sidney Holloway, an apparent vegetable. They pass the time playing a murder mystery game. Oh my god. I'm reading this description for the first time. This game, crazy.
That premise is awesome. I want they should just rip this plot for the next Knives Out movie.
Well, let's make it even worse. During the night, one Holloway son attempts incest with his mother.
Never mind.
And several murders take place. There is a scene in which a mummified paraplegic rises from his wheelchair to kick a man dressed as a moose in the crotch.
Big turn. Just a huge turn from the first few sentences.
Yes.
I have no idea where this is going now.
So that's all we have about Moose Murders.
I really hope there's at least a screenplay. Like, what if there's a screenplay out there and we could reenact it?
I mean, it's a Broadway play, so the script should be available for anyone to purchase.
That's what I'm saying. I want to read that script as like a special episode.
Yes. Oh, you know, we can check on Amazon.com. What was it called? Moose Murders. Let's see. Moose. Yup, you can get the paperback.
Oh my goodness.
But you can only get it used.
Oh no. I don't want to know what that's been used for. But I'll risk it. It's worth it to be able to have a Broadway play. I mean, geez.
Okay, there is oh no, that's a book about it.
Huh. If I can at some point find my way into a copy of the actual screenplay with lines and characters written out, like I am making an audiobook of it.
I have to believe that it's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Because who is going to sue? Who would sue to keep that off the internet?
Yeah.
Because does anyone care about its copyright?
Yeah. Or it could be like that E.T. game or whatever game it was that they destroyed every single copy.
Yes.
But I hope not. I hope that it is out there.
You know, I don't want to bring up hurt feelings, but I feel like there was someone who was kind of riding on Moose Murders to be their big break in the entertainment industry. And that someone may have been Christopher, the unemployed actor who made his big Broadway debut on that day. Do not bring up that play! It was supposed to be my big break at stardom! And yet...
that play put my career on hiatus, and I am now going to return this year. I know I said that the past 10 years straight in a row, but this is the year.
This is the year I become employed, and this time we shall do Moose Murders for real. But this time There shall be no incest. I know that's the part that made everyone kind of turn their head away, and it did not help that I was the one who played the part of the incest boy.
That was my name in the script. Can you believe that was...
Do people not understand? You must separate the actor from the character. I would never do such a thing.
Yes.
But now, I brought my whole family there, and everyone looks at me so odd now that I would perform such a thing.
They think that I wrote it, or that that's really who I am. I mean, I had notes on the script. I did. I was a producer in certain ways. Some would consider me.
I gave them some money, and they kept on asking for more, so I gladly gave it for the art.
I have a writing credit. It was for the incest part, but that's because I thought it would bring the tale together and make the mystery more divine.
I thought that if we lost them in the incest, we could win them back with a kick in the crotch. I mean, it works every week on America's Funniest Home Videos. Why is it that when on my play, when this character got kicked in the crotch, it's the one time the audience didn't howl in laughter? It's a comedy classic, like a pie in the face. But now, all I heard was coughs as I kicked him in the crotch, so I did it again and again and again. But nothing.
Yeah, it's like I didn't understand that just because it's called Moose Lodge, it doesn't mean there has to be a moose mascot.
Yes.
A moose costume.
It was symbolism and no one understood it. If anything, it was ahead of its time. The audience just didn't understand.
They didn't understand the main character was the lodge, which itself is a character in this tale.
Do you not understand? The lodge is us. We are the lodge. And we constantly have people come in and out of our lives. Sometimes people who dabble in incest, and other times people who kick other people wearing moose hats in the crotch.
Yes.
We've all been there.
10 years later, you all praised Twin Peaks for having a weird lodge, and now and they were bashing me. I was just ahead of the time.
Yes. It's not right. If it had been released today, people will give it a standing ovation.
If A24 had picked it up, it would have been a blockbuster hit.
You would have seen me come Oscar season, and now all I do is make sandwiches at Subway because no one wants to look at my reel because it involves me kicking someone with a moose head in the crotch, and they know exactly what play it's from.
And I know it wasn't my fault. If I had been cast alongside a Florence Pugh, we would have both been on our way to the Oscars.
Exactly, hand in hand. And then the photographers would say, Florence, out of the way. Christopher, what brilliance you brought to the screen.
Actor and actress for the first time ever.
Yes.
And supporting.
Yes. It would have been Christopher's year. The cover variety would have been me smiling at the camera, holding all my Oscars, and I would name them all Oscar and give them all little sweaters.
And I already do that, but they're replicas.
Yes.
And I know that's weird when they're replicas.
Yes. I may have bought them in downtown Hollywood, but still, that was the thing I have that reflect my genius in the world of the theater. Oh, actually on film, because if it was a theater, it'd be a Tony Award, which I'm still waiting for. I deserve to be an EGOT. Me.
Well, you'll get there.
2024, that's his year. He will be the EGOT.
That's one of my other 2024 predictions is that something will be on Christopher the Unemployed Actor's resume that will get him the EGOT all in the next year.
Oh, yes.
And that's beautiful.